This is so sad.
That is sad. What a waste of a pie dough.
I know, it's beautiful, and now it's just like a blob.
Here at ATK, many of our pie recipes call for blind baking. Baking the pie crust either partially or fully before you add the filling.
But if you don't hold that raw dough down in place, the bottom can puff up or the sides can slump as it bakes, and you're gonna get ugly, misshapen pies.
So to prevent this and to allow more room for filling, we use pie weights. We tested 4 models and rated them on ease of use and performance. Here are the highlights. Pie season is upon us. It's time. Actually, there's no real pie season, right?
Right, I mean, I like pie all year. It's great in the fall, at holiday time, or the summer when you get all that wonderful fruit and stuff. For a lot of pie crusts, you really want to hold down that pie when you're pre-baking it because it's going to puff up or slump down, and all that gorgeous crimping work that you've just done, it's going to be lost. So in our new book, The Perfect Pie, we call for pie weights, which is a great way to get that done.
Yeah, you can use other things. You can use pennies or beans or sugar at times, but we really like pie weights because they're infinitely reusable.
If you do a lot of baking, you want something that's going to be doing the job every time, the same way, the right way, and that's why we go for pie weights.
Exactly. All right, so here's our first pie weight here. It's an innovative pie weight from Chicago Metallic. 1 piece, which is super appealing versus having like a million little pieces of something.
It's got silicone flaps around the sides, and that's supposed to shape to the pie plate, and a disc of metal that's nonstick coated.
Perforated for airflow. Superior browning, I think, is probably the intention there. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in.
Yeah, this is super easy. Look at that, wow. For ease of use, gotta give this one a
All
good.
right, yeah.
We're out of here, we're done. Don't have to hoist anything in or out.
All right, so let's put this in the oven and then we'll see how it does in the next round. All right, so we've got another innovative model to look at.
It's a chain of beads with a little silicone handle on top that looks like a little pie. So cute. You just drop these in, and I'm gonna coil around so I cover the whole crust.
It's like one of those wallet chain things.
Totally, I know. It's pretty easy to put in. It's not, very heavy. On the other hand, that lack of heaviness is a little concerning because you do have to hold that dough down while it's trying to bake.
Okay, so we've got Mrs. Anderson pie weights here. When you use loose weights like these that aren't connected to one another, you have to use foil. You really want to fill it up to the brim. So with Mrs. Anderson's, that took 4 packages worth.
So we got 4 packages of this stuff here, and that fills it beautifully. And this is your standard 9-inch pie plate.
It's another step to use the foil. The other ones are 1 piece, so you literally like plonk, you're done. So it's not quite as easy as the other ones. Should we throw this baby in the oven?
Yep.
All right, so we've got our aluminum baking beans here by Matt Fur. This 1 container doesn't quite fill a 9-inch pie plate. So to really fill the 9-inch pie plate, to hold up those sides, you need 2 containers.
That is about $50 each. So this is
$100.
$100 for 1 set of pie weights.
Cool carrying case.
I hope so.
So ease of use for these, pretty much on par with the ceramic balls. They're heavy. Pick that up. That's a heavy pie.
Wow, that crust is going nowhere.
In terms of ease of use, the chain and disc models were a breeze.
The ceramic balls and the aluminum beans took a little more time to use than the chain and the disc, but they weren't super difficult.
Turns out this contest is going to come down to one thing: performance.
Okay, wow. Oh, Hannah, this one's sad. Look at that.
Oh, geez.
That's a shame. It let the dough slump. You're not going to be able to get your filling in there.
You can see that it shrunk down to exactly where the silicone wings are, so they just need to come up further maybe. And we really tried to make this work. Well, this is an all butter crust. We tried it with a crust with some lard in it. We tried it with pate sucré in a tart pan.
Everything we could think
Our
of.
vodka pie dough.
Sometimes it worked. We just couldn't live with those odds. Imagine it's Thanksgiving, you've got a bunch of pies in the oven, and 2 out of the 3 don't work and come out looking funky like this. That is bad. These are our ceramic pie weights. Got a nice browning and the crust stayed together. Looks good.
Everything stayed in place, nothing puffed up.
Nice job, Mrs. Anderson.
Got our aluminum beans here from Matt Fur.
Nice.
Crust looks gorgeous.
Board flat.
Performance, great job. Ease of use, pretty easy as long as you have the foil helping you out.
These things are heavy.
It is heavy. When you're
Oh my
carrying the
gosh.
whole thing, you're like, oh.
It would have made a great pie, except we've got this chain that's just like lying down on the job. It's not actually holding the crust in place.
Yeah, so we've got obvious aesthetic problems here, and then capacity issues. Like you're
Definitely.
gonna be able to fit like what, a cup of filling in here?
Maybe, and you're not going to be able to hide the fact that it looks like an amoeba. I mean, it's slumped and it puffed up. Only exactly where the chain was kind of piled up as it held down. It had one job. It didn't do it.
This round definitely separated the winners from the losers. The chain and disc models, while innovative and easy to use, failed to produce acceptable pie dough.
The aluminum beans and the ceramic balls performed much better, but they still weren't necessarily perfect. So after weighing the results, we had a winner. Hannah?
Mrs. Anderson's baking ceramic pie weights were our overall winner. They made beautifully shaped pie crusts. The aluminum beans worked well too, but to get enough to fill a pie plate, they would cost 4 times as much as the ceramic beans, which is why Mrs. Anderson's is our overall winner.
For more info on our winning pie weights and all the other products we tested, check out the links below.
Get out there and make some pie. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button so you never miss an episode.